Hmm. Which one should I get? This one? This one? Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab this one. This one looks like a scam. It's too cheap. Hey, Olive, let's go, man. What are you doing? All right, guys. In under 5 minutes, I'm going to share the lessons I've learned in DeFi and what mistakes I have made so you guys can learn from my mistakes. First is don't invest more than you're willing to lose. If you find a DeFi protocol or a project and you're like, oh, it's never going to fail, it's going to be the next big thing, and you're already out there counting your digits and you're like, dude, win Lambo. I'm going to get Lambo on this and this date. I'm going to get a new house on this date. Be careful. Those are signs of usually the top. Make sure you diversify your risk. There's always such thing as a black swan event and things you don't even calculate. So position sizing is key. If a farm or a position becomes too large of a percent of the portfolio, it's time to start selling and move some into other assets. There are two easy signs from this. The first is if you're running around dancing with a lampshade and figuring out the dates when you're going to buy that Lamborghini or house, it's time to sell some. Second is if you can barely sleep at night, either A, counting the numbers, or B, like, bro, I hope this thing doesn't go to zero. That's also when it's time to diversify and start selling some. That means you overinvested. The second lesson I've learned is don't be overexposed to one narrative/asset. An example of this is Luna. Some people thought they were diversifying their assets by holding UST instead of Luna and holding some of the Luna altcoins like Spectrum Protocol, Mirror Protocol, Anchor Protocol. However, all of these assets are correlated with each other. When Luna fell, this caused UST to fall, this caused Mirror to fall, this caused Anchor to fall. So if you had diversification in Luna and diversified between different altcoins on Luna, you actually lost everything, or just about everything. People got some money back from airdrops, but still, the point is, don't overexpose to one narrative/one asset class. This can also be for other altcoins, like for example, the Phantom ecosystem or the Avalanche ecosystem. If you're buying Avalanche, Trader Joe, and Pangolin and thinking you're diversified, well, think again. That's not so much. You're overexposed to one narrative. Third, always take profits. There's nothing wrong with taking profits. I already gave you the first sign of taking profits. This is when you're already picking out your Lamborghini, picking out the date, and you're running around with a lampshade on your head. That's the first. Another sign is taking screenshots and you're like, bro, I'm up 1,000,000%. Look at me. That's a top. Fourth, if you want to degen, just do it with coffee money. The classic saying in our Discord from one of our members, he always calls it coffee money. He's good at the degen game, I'll give him that much, but always play with coffee money. This is really important because at the end of the day, no matter how good it is, eventually, a lot of those degen, actually all of the degen plays, are going to go to zero. So if you invest a huge percentage of the portfolio and it goes to zero, there goes your whole portfolio. These degen farms, you don't know when they're going to go to zero. You wake up one day and they're at zero. That's how these things work. And lastly, when you're taking profits, use this as opportunities to DCA into blue chips, DCA into Bitcoin, ETH, or some other coins you're bullish on, as well as cash. Stable coins are okay here and there. Those are more so for a trade, but holding it in cash is better than the derivative because, well, you're exposing yourself to additional risk factors holding a stable coin. If UST wasn't enough for that, but then I don't know what to tell you guys. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead and hit you guys with that wisdom one-liner. Also, if you'd like to join the Discord community, there's a link in the description below. Proverbs chapter 14, verses 15. The simple believe anything, but the prudent give thought to their steps. Think about what you do before you do. Super important. That's what wise people do.